Let's look at distributions of quantitative data. There are 4 things that we have to mention when we're dealing with distributions. And the acronym SOX will help us. First one is shape. Second one is outliers. Next one is center. And the fourth one is spread. Let's talk about shape. There are many different types of shape of looking at our data. We have a symmetric mound shape. Almost looks like a bell curve if we were to look at it in terms of a curve. We have a uniform distribution, which basically says that all the values are approximately the same value. We have skewed right. In this case, it looks like we have on the right side, it becomes skinnier and skinnier. So I always think of this as skinny right. Skewed left would be the opposite, where it's skinny on the left side. And then we have bimodal. Bimodal is where we have 2 peaks, basically, in our histogram. Next, we have outliers. Now, outliers basically tell us, is there any unusual features that stand out? Anything that stands apart from the body of the distribution. So in this particular histogram, you can see that the data is centered around this area, but we have a few that are over on the far right. These may be considered outliers, and you have to investigate to see what's really happening over here and why they're not part of the body of the distribution. Next, we're going to look at center. There are many ways to identify the center. For now, we'll just concentrate on the middle of the distribution, called the median. And the median is where 50% of the distribution is to the left of it and 50% is to the right. So in our distribution here of our histogram, it looks like our median would fall somewhere at this point. So if you want to think of it as, if you look at the area under the rectangles, about 50% of the area is to the left of this line and 50% is to the right of this line. Let's talk about spread. There are many ways to identify spread. For now, we're just going to concentrate on the range. And the range is where we take the maximum value minus the minimum value. So over here on the far right is our max, on the far left is our min.